Hi, Bruno here. Welcome to Spainguru.
How can Australians working in Spain avoid double taxation? Let's see a specific question. Has anybody recently started working in Spain and stopped being a resident in Australia for tax purposes to avoid double taxation? If so, please explain how you did it. I read that you have to inform the ATO a week before leaving Australia, which I forgot to do, but for the life of me, now I cannot figure out how to do it. Is there a way to email them, or is it an automatic thing, or do I somehow do this when I lodge my next Australian tax return? I managed to change my address to Spanish address on ATO, but that's all, and I doubt that's the extent of informing them. Now let's see the answers of Spainguru community members. I also looked into this, but I couldn't find out how to inform them. The ATO, or Australian Taxation Office, when I looked online at MyGov, it looked like you only needed to if you were on Centrelink, but I'm not sure. Next answer, most. Exceptions include the old age pension. Centrelink benefits cease once your passport is scanned at the airport. Next one, I rang the ATO and they told me it is a self-declared status, so you just need to be clear on your next tax return on the exact date you stop being an Australian resident for tax purposes. For me, that falls in the middle of tax year. You need to also check your own personal status on the ATO website, which gives examples for what does and doesn't qualify as a resident for tax purposes, as it's quite nuanced. Next answer, I wouldn't jump into too quick. Get professional advice from tax advisors and you don't have to pay the big companies for it. I think you notify ATO when you lodge your tax return. Things also to consider. Depending on how gung-ho your accountant is, you could benefit from spreading your income over 1/2 of the Australian tax year and 1/2 of the Spanish one, which goes to the 31st of December. I believe your Medicare card will not be renewed once it expires if you're an expat. The last government changed the rules about tax-free status of the sale of principal homes for expats, so if you own your own home in Australia and plan to sell it, think ahead. Next answer, you only tell the ATO via your next tax return. When you fill it out, you are asked if you were a resident for the full year. If not, you provide the dates. I was given advice from tax accountants that if you have a bank in Australia, you should tell them your residency has changed. You can usually do it online and advise them on the date it changes, which is another form of proof if you ever audited by the ATO. Next answer, my accountant advised the ATO of no need to file, which can be reversed if we return. He did the same for my son a couple of years ago when he moved to Germany. And the last one, I'm pretty sure we just declared it on our tax returns, but another thing to remember is you're supposed to also inform your bank and if you have any shares to a share registry. In conclusion, the process of informing the Australian Taxation Office, or ATO, about ceasing residency for tax purposes when moving to Spain seems a bit of a grey area. Some group members suggest that it's only necessary if you are receiving Centrelink benefits, which are welfare benefits in Australia, while others recommend informing the ATO through the next tax return or self-declaration. Seeking professional advice is also suggested, as some mentioned the importance of notifying banks and share registries. Overall, it's important to do thorough research and consult with tax experts before making any decisions regarding residency and taxation when moving to Spain.
You can become part of our Spainguru community today by joining our Facebook groups. Our most important group is the Spain Immigration and Residency Questions group, with over 17,000 members. We also have dedicated groups for Spanish non-lucrative visas with more than 2,300 members, and for the Spanish Digital Nomad Visa with 2,000 members. And if you need expert professional advice, we've got you covered. Just head to spainguru.es and check out our top menu. You'll find immigration experts, relocation agencies, tax advisors for Spanish and US filings, sworn translators, apostille services, and health insurance providers for all types of Spanish visa applications and renewals. That includes non-lucrative visas, golden visas, student visas, and digital nomad visas, as well as medical certificates for visa applications and travel insurances. Finally, I highly recommend you join our weekly newsletter, which we send out every single Monday morning. You'll get tons of information, questions and answers, featured blog posts, and even news updates. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.